Hey guys, Louis Cuevas here with MakeNorthTexasHome.com and Remax Cross Country, and today I wanted to give you 4 tips for pricing your home. Alright, so let's talk about pricing your homes. I'm going to give you 4 tips about this. The reason I want to do a video on this is because I really think this is a super duper important topic. Often I see homes that are in a hot market but aren't moving, and the big reason is because they're overpriced, not properly priced. Last thing you want to do is sit on the market too long and scare potential buyers away, or the opposite. If it's too low, you don't want to leave any money on the table. So these 4 tips should really help you out. All right, so the first tip I would tell you is to have comparable data, have good comps. And the way you're going to do that is that you're going to hire a real estate agent. They're going to have access to the multiple listing service, the MLS. And in the MLS, will not only have properties that are on the market for sale, but properties that have sold for how much. Those are the ones that you want to look into so that you can compare them to your home and see where you stand. You can go on to websites like Zillow and Realtor and Trulia and so on, and they'll give you estimates and Zestimates, and that's all they are just estimates, no real data, because they don't have access to it. So take advantage of your real estate agent, get those good comps, and be able to compare that to your property so you can come up with a good price. All right, so number 2 is know your property. And what I mean by this is know what kind of a product it is that you're putting up on the market so you can compare it to other properties. You want to know things like what year it was built, maybe who the builder is, is just the front brick or is the whole thing brick all the way around? What type of roof do you have? What's the square footage? How did you come up with that square footage? What's the tax office, an actual appraisal? Some people have additional rooms. Can you count those as rooms, or are they just additional living space? All these little details really matter because when you go to compare it to other properties, you want to know where you stand. So know your property. It's super important. All right, tip number 3 would be don't be biased. And what I mean by that is be fair with your property. Don't lean too much into your property as far as thinking that it's the best one, the nicest one, that for whatever reason you deserve more dollars per square foot, all those sort of things. Try to take a step back, get in the buyer's shoes and say, okay, let's look at this property, compare it to the others, see where we stand. Maybe we need better this, we don't have that, all those sort of things. Because what I find in people that overprice it is that bias. They think they have the better this, the better that. Ultimately, the market will tell you. And that's why I can't stress that you really take a look back at other properties, and including yours, and then just be fair with it. So tip number 3 is don't be biased. So tip number 4 is know the market. And I've referred to this a little bit in some of the other tips, but you have to know the market. Put yourself in a buyer's shoes that are looking for a property similar to yours. Maybe it's a 3-bedroom, 1-story, 2-bath, 2-car garage in a particular school district, side of town, etc. In a price point. Go in and search, look what that market looks like. What can they get? What can they get their best bang for their buck? What's the price per square foot? What is it in size that you're expecting to see as far as square footage for that price? Maybe the size of the lot, etc. You want to be able to look at all those things so that when you're going to list your property, you're aware of the rest of the market so you can price it appropriately. The other thing that I like to do is have the sellers go out and take a look at the competition. Take a look at those houses that are on the market and see where your property is in comparison. The best thing you can do is really hone in on the market, and that way when you go to price it, you can really know how to price it properly and aggressively, but you're going to be right in the bullseye, and that will lead to a successful sell. All right, so those are my 4 tips for pricing your property. Pricing is super important, and it's really the first step to a successful sell. I understand you don't want to, have it priced a little too low and leave any money on the table. You also don't want to price it too high and then maybe be on the market longer than you should. So remember those 4 tips. Hopefully you found them to be of value. If I can be of service, don't hesitate to contact me. Again, thank you so much. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Make North Texas Home, or you can check out more videos on my website, which is MakeNorthTexasHome.com. Thank you so much.